Okay.
So, if you want to take another day, then.
All right, y'all. I'm live. I think I am trying to figure out.
So where do I go?
It should be
Is it on YouTube?
on YouTube. Yeah, it should pop up on YouTube.
What are you eating?
Oh yeah.
All right.
It did.
So that's that. I have no earthly idea what people can and can't see.
Yeah, you look good. Looks good.
All right. So maybe Stewart can figure.
Will you be able to see live chat?
I put the. Did I put the StreamYard link in the chat? Okay.
Yes. Why? What do I do?
You don't have to do anything. It's for
He'll
Stewart.
get on there.
Stewart will hit that and he'll pop up.
He'll pop up there with you.
Yeah. Yeah, we should be side by side, I
Okay,
think.
let me go get.
All right. More.
Can anybody can join?
Yeah.
Though? They can like see y'all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chat. I don't know. I never use StreamYard, guys, so y'all be patient here. Trying to get Stewart on here.
Look. Mommy, look. Look.
Okay, I can see chat now. Sweet.
You can?
Yeah. I think. Say hey or something so I can see if it's working. Waiting on Stewart, the fish whisperer. We're going to tie a few jigs up tonight together real quick. If I can clean my glasses and see. Yeah, I can see you. Okay, sweet. Cool beans.
Where's Stumpy?
Hey, Corey, how are you?
He said Stu. Wait, can you see Stu and we can't?
What's up, Chad? No, Stu's not up yet. You'll be able to see him when he pops up.
Okay.
See if that'll work. So.
Can you see that?
No. Stu is on the way. All right. I hate to cut him off on his live. He emailed me and asked to pop up. So.
Two daddies.
I was tying jigs anyway. I've got a ton here. Painted up right here. Ready to go.
Push it.
So,
Mom,
I figure while I'm sitting here tying, I get Stu up here and we can try to figure out what he's trying to figure out as well. Corey, those victory hooks, man, they are sharp. Hey, what's up, Chad? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Try to find a. Yeah, those little hooks or something. The new victory hooks. Corey, I got the old dubbing out. I think it was either that or it may have been this green, actually, color that I made for you the other day. Feeling the little kicks every now and then. Then I'm playing with Play-Doh.
Did it say licks?
You said still only feeling the licks every now and then.
I meant kicks.
Oh, feeling the kicks, yeah. Hey, Outdoors with Vance. Welcome in, man. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. Get that where it's all fancy right above my name.
What now?
Just the.
What are you doing? Oh, mine stops. What happened?
What stops?
Oh, there it goes.
Oh. Are you on the Wi-Fi?
No, but Dylan's
Hogging
used
it up.
all of our internet so far.
You're going to have to get all the internet. Fancy, yeah. I don't do StreamYard hardly ever. Whatever. Green. I love them. I'm glad you like the hooks. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the Victory hooks. I've got you some Victory hooks poured right here. I'm gonna send your way,
Who?
Corey, in the next few days. I even got a little flat-headed. I'm gonna put some eyeballs on it. Little John Deere green, weird guy. Make up for you and send it over. We just waiting on Mr. Stewart, the fish whisperer.
I wish there was some way I could like flag him or.
He says he's on his way, so it shows guests. I just had a red thing.
Might be him.
Oh, it is him. I don't know how to add.
There you go.
Hey, Stewart, did I get it?
Yeah, you got it. I'm up. Hello.
All right.
I see him.
I've never done this before. How are you, man?
I'm okay. Nice to see you face to face. I was
Awesome.
trying to comment through a screen.
Yeah, for sure. I was
How
trying
are
to little guest thing. It popped up, so am in the basement. Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, I seen it pop up. I was like, "Ooh, I wonder if I got to do something to add him up here."
Yeah.
That's funny.
So how
Well,
are
yeah,
you?
good. How are you?
I'm really happy that I've got jig hooks. Now the only
Yeah,
thing is I've got like different sizes, but it's like what is like I can see you like making them,
Right,
but to actually tie one, because let's say I usually just tie flies. Tying jigs is completely new to me.
right. So, do you
So
have like just the regular marabou feathers?
I call them capes. Now wait a minute, I've got a bunch of these, right? I've got different kinds. I've got
Oh yeah, these are hackle, I guess, but yeah.
right, so I've got different coloured hackles. I've got these. I've got ginger. I've got hen black colour, but it's like got green flecks through it.
Awesome.
I've got like barbed ones.
Right.
So,
Okay.
but
You
I've got orange ones. I mean that's bright. I mean that's like stunningly bright.
Oh yeah. See, that'll do really good here for sunfish and stuff for like little perch.
Well, when the way I work out perch is if you put something that's just a little bit of sparkle, not much of a sparkle, but if you put a little bit of sparkle, perch hit it hard. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, this is why I'm saying I've got this green. See this stuff here? That color green. This is Fritz. This is what you call Fritz. So this has got like the UV stuff through the body of it.
Okay.
So
Looks pretty
doing a little
simple.
bit of that. Yeah, basically something like that. Yeah. Because the stuff I've also got is I've got a nice blue color, but this is
Oh yeah.
long strands. This is like long strands. I've got dark silver. This is like Christmas decoration stuff, but this is like balls of wool.
Yeah, I've got
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh sweet.
Corey's asking about what is hackle. These are hackle feathers, Corey. They're just tiny little fine feathers that go all the way. They're kind of the same length all the way down. He just has his in cape form, where mine are strung on a. They're just strung by rope.
This is a neck of a bird. This is a
Right. Yeah.
bird. This is like the whole saddle of a bird.
Pretty cool for sure. So if you want to tie a few, this is I used a little bit bigger one. I don't know if I can zoom in.
No, you can't zoom in on these things, unfortunately, but I can see what you're doing.
Okay, so this is an 1/8 ounce, so it's quite a bit. It's pretty heavy. The hook's probably an inch long or so.
Yep. This will be the same thing as this thing, because this is just under an inch, because the tip of your finger to your top knuckle is an inch.
Right. So what I
So
do, I mean, I start off with my thread and lay down a thread base,
Uh-huh.
and I stop to where my bobbin would hang, or where the thread that I've just wrapped stops in front of the point of the hook.
Right, okay. I think I went too far then, because when I tie a fly, I try and go to the back of the fly, or the back of the hook, then work my way back up again.
Yeah, that's a
I usually
huge.
stop at the bar, but you're actually stop at the point, so let me take this off.
Yeah, I'll stop. I stop at the point or a little bit on the head side of the point.
All right, okay.
Oh,
I didn't know this. Every day's a learning day. Did you get my email, by the way, Corey? Matt, did you get my email? For me to get in touch with you? Did you
Yes.
come straight through?
Yeah,
That was quick.
we were sitting here. I was working on some orders, and my wife actually seen it come through on my phone. She's like, "Hey, somebody's emailing you." I was like, "Oh, let's see who it is."
I do apologize if you're busy.
Oh no, it's fine. We're just working on normal orders and stuff. The type of thread that I use is a flat waxed nylon. It's a 210 denier.
All right, okay. Yeah. Flat wax nylon.
That's similar to the colored ones I got.
Well, I got floss. Wendy bought me floss, which is this stuff apparently glows in the dark.
Oh yeah,
But I do have. Oh man, I've got a multitude of stuff. I mean, I've got total different threads. I've got really bright threads too. I've got rabbit threads. I've got bright yellow. This stuff is like, if you hit this with a UV torch, it completely changes color. It makes it more luminous yellow than anything else.
right.
I've got a shed load of chenilles that Wendy's given me. So
Right.
there's green.
Yeah, those are great. I've got a bunch. I just had an order come in, so I haven't even unboxed these yet. But they're just packs
Wow.
of 72 yards of chenilles.
Oh, I got red. I got red.
I have like a whole box of stuff that's full of like
You have more than that.
micro chenilles.
That's like the ones I got that you got them.
My big colors.
I've got. Oh wow. See, this is the big ball of like you're on about that Fritzy stuff. This is what I've got, and it's just. I'll try and like unravel it so you can see it. So it's like.
Yeah, so it's palmered. It's called palmered, to where it's only on one side.
Yeah.
That's really good for building like minnow looking bodies. I've just pulled off a few hackle feathers. So I've got that thread, it stops there in front of the hook shank.
Uh-huh. Right, give me a minute. I'm going to pull it a feather.
Hey, V8, Corey's asking some questions.
Uh-huh.
Diameter of that thread, Corey, is just a 210 denier, and that is the weight of that thread that it kind of goes by. It's StreamYard. Let me see if I can figure out how to do chat.
See where it says more? If you hit more, well, in fact, if you're doing StreamYard, the comments should come up at the side of your chat, on the side of your phone.
Right.
The chat goes up the opposites. Basically, you've got your camera side, which is like my camera's here. So the opposite side, your chat should be there.
Right. Yeah, I've got it over here.
Yeah, that's your chat.
I was just trying to Corey.
I'll be right.
Corey was wanting to post a link. I thought he was wanting the StreamYard link, but I didn't know what he was doing. All right, so these feathers, whenever I tie them in, I cut them all to where they're all the same length on the ends.
Oh, so you do it that way? Ah, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you were just taking a feather and stripping off one side of it. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Scratch
I tie
my
the
idea.
whole.
Scratch my idea. Wait a minute. You take the whole.
And then
Okay.
once you
I
get
thought
those
you were.
on there, or once you get, I lay them the length of the hook shank to where it'll lay the length of the hook shank,
Right. Okay. Wait a minute.
and
Wait a
you
minute. Wait a
can
minute.
tie it down. How's the crappie fishing going? V8 asked Thump. I haven't been out. We're gonna try to go out this weekend. So
I'm waiting to go fishing. Like. So basically, like you go down the whole length of the. Okay.
yeah, I get however much feather I want sticking out the back, which is usually about the length of the hook shank again. So like about an inch, and then another inch of feather sticking out.
Okay. Oh, hey. Also, Dylan helped me cook dinner tonight. And he's seen the chicken. Best chicken we've ever had.
Something that looks
Going
like
to the Arkansas River this weekend. Fish. Awesome.
that. Then.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Right, okay. Sweet.
Yeah,
That's
just
his
lay it
tail.
the length of the hook. Right. And then once you kind of get however much feather you want in there on the tail,
Uh-huh.
I'll put one on this side just for whenever you put your chenille. I always use chenille on my crappie jigs like this. Hey, Iowa Trapper, welcome in. Let me get a piece that's get an end. When you tie on the chenille to your bodies, go up to the head of your jig, wrap up to the head,
Uh-huh.
and then lay your chenille on the hook shank.
Right. So you go up to the head of the thing, yeah?
Right. And then tie back down to where you want your body to start. Once you get there, come back up to the head of the hook. Hey, we got a bunch of people coming in now. Westbound Coons. I remember Stewart having a squeaky bobbin one time. Hey, Skipjack Cindy. Iowa Trapper.
Wow.
Chad said, can you jig it? Oh, double hook angling, yeah.
Can you jig it?
So for the sake of you don't have a vise that rotates, I won't rotate mine either.
No, I want one. I want one.
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
The
So
third arm does help.
whenever you wrap your chenille, I wrap my thread when I'm tying over the top, it goes away from me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When you tie your chenille, you want to go the opposite direction as your thread.
Yeah.
So wrap it up all the way up to the head of the hook. Well, if I can get my bobbin out of the way.
This right here is why you got a rotating vise.
This is why I invested in a rotating vise, because it is awesome just to be able to rotate it.
Rub it in.
I'm going to cut this, make it a little easier to work with. Once you get your chenille all wrapped up, I like my bodies to be tapered to where they're thick towards the head and they taper off to open up more. Open up more space in your hook shank. It'll let you have better hookups and stuff. But then when you tie it off, I'll go one over and one under, and then two over the chenille and two under the chenille. That'll pretty much do it.
I got you.
Wrap it all down. And you have a whip finish tool, or do you do it with your fingers?
I've got whip finish. I always use a whip finish tool. I
Okay.
can use my fingers, but I don't really like doing it.
I don't either. This is faster, easier. Just like that with the feathers.
Did he do it with you? I can't really see.
Yeah.
On the screen. I'm blind.
I know it's a little bit dark, or bright.
It's just easier to look at you in person.
Right.
My phone's crashed, and I'm looking at Wendy's phone. So
Uh-oh.
it's all right. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic.
Does he know?
Was it Wendy? Yeah, they're in the same. Yeah, they're in the same room.
Oh, okay. Is that his wife or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Iowa Trapper said, learning a lot of terms here, uncharted territory. Well, welcome in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, welcome in, peoples. Who have we all got in here? Iowa Trapper. Well, Wendy's my missus. Wendy is my partner.
Awesome. Nice jig, fiance.
Yep, fiance.
Oh, fiance. Oh, okay.
Do you just click on stuff and it? Oh heck, there you go.
What?
That's cool. It pops up on the screen.
What is it? Whoa.
That's cool. Okay.
Oh, I see it too.
There you go. That's how you do them with the hackle feathers. I like to have that hook point opened up like that.
Corey?
I can't wait to show up at their wedding. Like, yay!
So that's my version.
Yeah, that's awesome, Stu. That looks good.
That's it.
For sure. I don't know if it's my internet or his internet, but he looks froze for a second.
Oh, mine's doing it too.
Mine's is definitely frozen.
Okay.
Mine's is definitely frozen. So that's not my internet. It's my phone. My phone's
It could
frozen.
very well be the wind here because we're starting to get really wild winds again.
No, it's an electronic problem.
Yeah, but that's interfering. It's with the weather too.
So I've got Thump, Sophie. Hi, Sophie.
That's missing.
Yeah, I know that. Cindy, hello. Hi, Sam. Sam's V8. Thumpaholic.
Can.
Chad.
Presidente.
El Presidente.
El Presidente.
West Boundary Coons. Hello.
Don't put that in there.
And my darling Wendy.
Sticker.
Usually if I do
Yeah,
this, it just undoes.
That's pretty cool. Why is that cat whiskers? That's pretty funny. I didn't know you could post the comments and stuff. So the marabou that you have, do you have just like the strung, like blood quills?
You want the green one?
I've got, if you can see, let's say my phone's frozen, so I'm just going by what I'm looking at on Wendy's phone. But basically, I've got like the marabou like this.
Okay.
But I've also got a little bit of white. That'll do for the tail. I've got a little bit of pink. This is a candy floss color. all my marabous, I don't know where they've all gone to, but I've got green. I've got more than just this bit of green. I've got this bit of green.
Hello.
All right, Iowa Trapper. Thanks for coming in. We can do another in marabou. I'll show you how I kind of do it because it's a little bit different than the.
What I do for flies.
Does he have?
I'm gonna watch you first, and then I'm gonna copy you because let's say I've got Wendy's phone in my hand. So if
Okay.
anybody's thinking what I'm doing, I'm watching what you're doing.
Let me find a hook that I can find using. I'll do the same thing.
Give me a minute, Matt. I'm gonna try and just do something here very quickly.
Okay. Your dad's got a bunch of. That's what I see.
What is Corey sharing?
I don't know, sea shanties. That's what it shows up on mine. Pillow turquoise, hot chocolate, pillow turquoise, hot chocolate.
Oh, it's the Iowa Trapper.
Popped up?
Oh, I
Oh,
lost
he's
the chat.
yeah, Corey sharing
Okay. I
people's
clicked on
links.
it. I didn't know.
Now, I should be. Hopefully.
Where'd he go?
He's back. He went. You're sideways right now, though.
It's all right. Don't worry. My phone's just kind of done something. Thought it would do.
He's gone on here.
He'll be back.
No, it's okay. I'm still here. 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 I'm still here.
She's watching her phone, so it's a long ways behind.
Oh, is it? I'm at the very beginning. I'm so sorry.
It does that. It does that. It jumps you. It really does jump you. Now that should be. Oh, I can see a red head. I can see a red head.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I can see a red head.
Maybe I can try to move it a little closer to the
Here, turn this. Turn that.
Well, you can't much because.
Because why?
That's good. Because it gets unheavy and it'll tilt forward.
No, I meant turn it that way.
All right, so
yeah, I can. I've got one of the bright heads. One of the.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very bright.
Sent me a video to check out. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure as soon as we get off here. That was supposed to be a cat sticker. Don't know what happened.
Nice.
All right.
Thumpaholic asked me a question. Why is it called a cat's whisker? Well, I'll tell you why it's called a cat's whisker. It catches fish. A cat's whisker is always on the prowl for fish. That's why it was called a cat's whisker.
Oh, there you go. So I've got marabou feather, and I'll just kind of pinch that down to get however much I want on the jig. Once you get that pinch down, you get about however much you want sticking out. I'll wrap it loosely just to capture it, and then tighten up and wrap it down. I'll wrap it all the way to the length of the hook just to keep the body universal, the same like thick. Cut all that extra stuff off.
Well, I've got a different kind of thread now. I've got this like hot orange thread.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
What I'm going to do, it's thicker than what you're using for nylon. Well, the I call it like you call it thread, silk, whatever, right?
Right.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to.
Is it actually fray? Your thread that you have, is it fray like that? To where it
Not quite. I can't remember what this stuff was called because I've got a big. It's the same stuff as this. It's on a big, massive spool.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is like the yellow. This is like the yellow. This is the orange version of the yellow.
But it's a big spool of orange like that.
My big spool of orange is sitting here. This is my big spool of orange. I mean, that's how bright it is.
Right.
I go things for bulk. I don't go for like 100 yards or anything, because to me it's just like it's so
I can't see the
pointless.
writing.
It's so pointless.
This stuff is you can hit it with that UV light, the ultraviolet torch you're talking about.
Yep.
Let me kill the light on that ring light. Hit it with the UV and it glows in the dark.
Yep, I've got that stuff from Wendy. Yeah, we call that floss.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I
what
call a floss.
Yeah, I got you a pack of 6 or 8 flosses.
Uh-huh.
it's pretty neat stuff. I've never used it. I just have it up there.
Yeah, that's the flosses I got you. They glow in the dark.
Yeah, Wendy got me glowing dark flosses.
Matt said he sent a video check out. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Hey, Ted, what's up?
Hello, Ted.
All right, so same thing on the chenille. I just got a piece of random kind of a tinsel chenille.
Oh, we call that Fritz across here.
Call
That's
it
what we
what?
call it, Fritz. We call it Fritz.
Frets?
Yeah, Fritz. Fritz. Fritz.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Um,
Yeah, they'll.
I mean,
I
this
don't
is what we
know
call
here.
chenille. This is what we call chenille. There's also this stuff. Wait a minute, I'll show you what else I've got. Where's the orange packet? I've got an orange one somewhere. Give me a minute.
the orange is in there.
No. I'm gonna move this other stuff.
What's a victory? Like the cat. What, the victory hook? Are you asking? You're answering Corey's question about the victory hook? He's just being silly. He knows what victory hook is. He's had them. He's got them.
I've gotten some of them.
Hey, what's up, Marcus? Welcome in.
It was an orange chenille, and I can't remember where to put it. So,
And look, they're really sharp. They're definitely really sharp.
I don't know. Was that even right?
Yeah.
put on this green stuff.
Fluffy.
Tiberius should have been named Fritz.
Dad can't quit calling him her.
I know that Bob always calls him a her, the cat, Tiberius.
Poor dude, he's gonna be confused.
There's
basically what I do for a trick, right? To hold this stuff in place, what I usually do to hold this in place is put a dab of varnish on top of the thread,
Oh yeah.
right? So it's just an extra security thing that saves it from spinning round, because I've found a problem. I found a problem if you're using this stuff, it spins.
Right.
So I'm going to try and tie this like a blob. I don't know if you've ever heard of a fly called a blob.
No, I don't think so.
Right. It's basically a blob is a trout fly that with each turn of this, basically this being Fritz, you try and have it. So from each turn that you're making, you're pulling the fly back towards the back of the fly, towards the tail, if you want to call it a tail.
Okay.
So for each turn, you try and wrap the whole thing backwards. So you get more turns on it, because once you pull this through the water, it's actually a pulling fly. Once you pull this thing through the water at different depths, what you do is you try and get as much bubbles off the back of it, especially if you're trying to fish for trout.
Okay.
Because trout feed in Daphne in the summertime, and the only way they're going to find food like this to try and imitate something that's a bigger meal is if you have bubbles coming off actually off the Fritz head itself, off the body itself.
It'll make bubbles just so that it traps in the like fiber.
And every you try and compact this as tight as you can, because when you pull this through the water, especially if you're like pulling flies, especially something like this, because even this is on a jig, if this is on an actual fly, the stuff that I would tie up myself,
Right.
this is a killer pattern. It really is.
That's awesome.
I came up with this thing in 2018, right? I thought, well, I'll try and tie up a hot-headed cat's whisker without a wing, and by jingle, it has worked wonders.
That's awesome.
I had 11 fish off the same fly. And my uncle was like, what are you using? I went, that green body thing. And he went, geezing. So I said, well, here, have 3 of them.
Nice.
I put a floating line because the thing is, we were fishing too deep. As soon as I basically cast out and I said to my uncle, I said, you know what? Stranger things have happened. My rod just went whoomp. And I'm holding on to this thing and it was taking line. I went, no way. So.
All right, Jay. Right now, man, I'm on StreamYard, so I can't control any of the moderation. Can you click on his name? Does it say remove moderator?
Oh, you need to do it on your phone. You need to do it on your phone. If you got a second device, Matt, have you got a tablet or a other phone beside you?
No. Well, my wife's phone, but
I can't
Can
do
you
anything.
get into your account on that phone?
no. I'll just have
Well,
to
you
do
need
it
to
after.
do it after the live.
Our account's protected by like 15-step verification, and it's a nightmare to try to log into because I've got so much security on it. Hey, what's up, Bullet?
But yeah, this is like my
Welcome
first
in,
time
man.
tying jigs, but they'll work. I mean, they'll definitely
Make
work for trout.
Corey. This is a weird like Christmas tree thing that I stole from my mother-in-law, but Corey likes the fibers on it for coffee jigs. It cracks me up.
It really does say Merry Christmas too.
Yeah, it's an actual Christmas tree.
I love it.
But I was
Okay.
at their house one day and I said, man, look at all the jigs on that Christmas tree. And she said, well, you can have it. I'm done with it. Asbestos, yeah. You ever hear Corey talk about asbestos? This is the one that he's talking about.
Good.
So there's my color. This is my basically. I tried to explain this to Dave. This color here, when I said to you like orange hothead, green body, white tail.
No.
Right.
This fly will murder rainbow trout.
That's so crazy. I don't know.
It murders trout. It murders trout. This is what you call a hot-headed cat's whisker without a wing. Just basically a hot-headed cat. That's what it is. Well, this
It's
isn't
so
a jig style.
the terms from like actual like fly fishermen compared to me who just goes and catch like stocked rainbow trout who
Well,
eat
that's what I
anything
do.
that hit the water.
I fish for stockies. I fish for stock trout because we don't have like the rainbow trout that are across here are not indigenous to this country, so we can fish them all year round. And people are like, oh, why
Oh,
don't you have a rainbow trout season? Well, it says we don't have a trout season because our trout season for brown trout is from the 15th of March to the 6th of October, but we can still fish for rainbows all year round.
okay.
Even on Christmas Day and New Year's Day, we can still fish for them.
That's wild. We our trout here
Because
don't even
they're not native to us. They're not native to us. They got introduced in the UK in 1973. That's when they came across here.
okay.
So just a little bit of a history lesson for you. But yeah, I'm a trout fisherman. I mean, I'm also a former club champion, and there's actually a laugh about that because I won the trophy in 2021. My dad won it in 2022, and my uncle won the league and the club championship trophy last year. So there's
Dang,
three
that's
family
awesome.
members. 3 family members. I started it. Honestly,
That's
that
cool.
thing there helped me. That thing there definitely helped me. Without
Is it like a
this,
competition on how many trout you catch dictates the winner, or what?
it's basically it's a 3 fish limit, so 3 rainbow trout limit, and it's basically
Heaviest.
heaviest weight wins.
Okay.
I won it with 2 rainbows and a brownie for the club championship trophy. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. But this
Kelly
is just
said,
a whole. This is a whole different ball game to actually watching someone do it and then actually having help doing it. It's amazing. Thank you.
"Oh yeah, for sure, you're welcome." Marcus said, "I subbed a million channels. This is the only one that gave me a blue wrench. I feel important." Nice, man. Everybody's
You'd
important
get
up
a
in here.
wrench in mine. You'd get a wrench in mine if you were to visit.
Oh yeah, I hate trout. Oh man.
Right. The only problem with rainbow trout, right? One, they're too earthy. When it comes to like, see the stock ones are far too earthy, and the thing is, rainbow trout make 2 good things: bait for any kind of fish that takes it, and well, there's three things for rainbow trout: dog food, so basically pet food for like if you got a dog, if you want to feed a dog, shark chum, and bait for a catfish. There's the 3 things for rainbow trout. Sorry if I've offended anybody that does rainbow trout fishing.
No, you hadn't offended us. We always just throw them back. They are so, yeah, they're crazy.
They're the worst fish invented, but I mean, without the rainbow trout, our fishing across here would be non-existent, and I'm being serious.
Right.
I mean, rainbow trout across here have actually saved our fishing. Don't
Chad
ask me
said, "You
why. That's the way it's happened. Thank you.
32 more jigs of my 80 jig order." Dang, Kelly, that's a big one, dude. Big
Mechties.
old order.
That's a good Scottish word for you. If you ever get stuck in to try and think of something when they get like that, dang. Well, that's what mechties means in Scotland. Dang it, mechties.
Mechties?
That's that. That's like yeah, mechties. That's a big order. That's no man's
It's also
land.
a good word too if you've got kids around.
And plus, it's a good word too if you've got kids around.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 24 jig order and a 12 jig order. All of those squirmy, wormy jigs you're tying?
Oh, squirmy wormies. Wow, there's a fly.
You've tied squirmy wormies.
I've got squirmy wormies. I've tied them up.
Corey,
Yeah.
that's a red victory hook too. See that guy in there? Hiding in there? Asbestos, red victory hook. Weird minnow body that you've been digging. That color is fire. Whenever that gets wet, it sucks down and does really look like a minnow. It's pretty awesome. I don't mess with those jiggies. Get out of here, jiggies. Send that here. It's coming your way, Corey. Don't worry. Dylan's showing his motorcycle.
Walking.
My favorite material in the world is deer tail.
Well, funny enough, you should say that, right? Wait a minute. Now, if you guys have got bucktail, I've got this.
Is just deer tail piece or what?
That's a bucktail. Wait a minute. I've got what else have we got? Wait a minute. What's in here? Oh, here's one. This is actually a deer bum. Well, not deer bum, but hi Chris. This is the actual tail of a buck, of an
Right.
actual deer. So it got dyed hot orange.
Okay.
I've probably wasted like a majority of this, but I mean, who knows?
Take a.
I might get something out of it.
I don't blame you taking a break, man.
He killed a unicorn to get that half. What?
Yeah.
Killed a unicorn.
Hair.
Thanks.
I've got some fish hair down here too, but it's in my buried in here. Corey, I've got some more of that chenille in a blue. Better find it. You just knocked a hook off, bud, and that was for somebody.
What?
By the way, Matt, this is the friend of the channel. This is the friend of my channel. This is a haggis.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a haggis. For people who don't know what a haggis is, this is haggis. It's cute and cuddly and very soft. He's sleeping at the moment, so I'm gonna have to put him back to his bed. But this is a haggis.
Okay. What the heck? Take a break. Baloney. Facts. Hey, Hunting and Stuff. Welcome in, Hunting and Stuff, and Chris Thompson.
Hello, Hunting Stuff. Hello. Welcome.
Bullock experience or unicorns in real life? I mean rhinos.
Sausage haggis. Sausage haggis. What? Corey, what are you on, bro? Sausage haggis.
Well, you're
Where does-
going to about haggis, so
I mentioned the word haggis because that's what that is. It's a haggis.
That's a jingle bell.
All right, well, Dylan's knocked off some jigs off in the table, off on the floor for an order. I have no idea. There's like 3 orders that I've got piled up.
Oops.
Yeah. A dingleberry.
Haggis. Oh, this stuff's a dingleberry.
I do have to tie.
Billy, come on over here.
According to the Bible, a unicorn is an actual rhino, not a mythical one-horned horse.
Did you hear it hit the ground?
Yes.
Well, actually, our native animal in Scotland is a unicorn. Believe it or not. Our national animal is a unicorn. The horse type unicorn.
That's wild.
And our national bird is a golden eagle.
A golden eagle?
Golden eagle. That's our national bird.
Did you find it, Dylan?
No.
He did?
No.
Oh.
According to the unicorn is actually a rhino, not a mythical one-horned horse. Well, honestly, we've got the one-horned horse as our national animal. That's why, if we look at the British passport picture, there's a picture of a lion and then there's a picture with the unicorn. This is why we're trying to basically fight for independence to get rid of that chain that's around the unicorn's neck that the lion's holding on to.
right, careful.
Crazy.
It's a history lesson. It's a history lesson. So there's nothing bad about it. But I'm just saying, that's a history lesson.
Back over here.
That's why I like to vote for it.
And it later.
Don't know.
I'm going to take this down and make this one.
Not those hairy. Oh, hey, Thump! You just thought of a great idea. Matt, have you ever seen a hairy cow?
A hairy cow.
Yeah.
Like the longhorn, like he's talking about the longhorn, long-haired Highland cows.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'll pull it up on my phone. You leave the chat
I've seen
on
like
yours.
pictures of them. I haven't seen them in person.
I get to pet them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are they wild?
They're the most placid cow that you'll ever get to pet.
That's crazy.
I wind Corey up about that all the time. It's like, yeah, I get to pet them.
Leave the jiggies alone, okay?
He's like, it's a bison. I went, no, it's not.
The
Get the
bison.
mummy in.
All right,
It's like Scottish bison.
Mum-
In a BB.
Yes, yeah, I've seen those in like the pictures of just that, but
I will take a video, right? When I get up there, I'm going to take a video of a and me petting one.
okay.
Honestly, they're placid animals. They really are placid.
Got them in a field. Used to be just outside Dundee.
I mean, do you want to laugh? One of Wendy's exes, right? I don't mind. I'm hoping Wendy doesn't mind, but her ex, right?
Yeah, do not see.
I'm not saying his name because he's just an absolute idiot, right? He's an absolute numpty. Do it turn and told Wendy, right? Wendy was like going down to his house and going back up to hers. And they passed a field, and I think this was on a train or on a bus, right? They passed a field of Highland cattle.
Right.
And he said, Scottish buffalo, Scottish buffalo. I went, what? When Wendy told me this, it was like Scottish buffalo. I went, what on earth is a Scottish buffalo? And I was like, we're going to hunt that represents buffalo. Of course, it found out it's like Highland cow. No way. I was like, nope. Idiot.
Careful, there's a child.
I was like, idiot alert.
Yeah.
Numpty.
Honest, I couldn't stop laughing.
Dunderhead.
I couldn't stop laughing.
I'll give you some Scottish lingo, Matt. Don't
Yeah.
panic.
The bucktail I do the same way. Wrap down to the point of the hook and then lay the deer hair on and then wrap it tight, come back to the head.
Right. I'm gonna try and copy you with this one because I'm sticking with the orange thread because I think the orange thread's pretty nice. In fact, I'm gonna change it from orange to yellow. You give me a chance to find the yellow one.
You did have it not that long ago.
I know I did. Oopsie daisies. There it goes.
Chips.
You hungry?
What?
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
It's-
I want chips.
That's his nightly defense against going to sleep is eating. Redhead looks great. Honey,
He's learning because if you eat more calories, you stay awake longer.
yeah.
Mm.
I think he just knows that we won't make him go to sleep if he's hungry. So,
What?
talking about
Don't
Dylan.
go to sleep on an empty stomach. Always go to sleep on a full stomach because then when you wake up, you're like, I need breakfast.
Oh.
I'm just putting a couple pieces of flash down the tail of this real quick.
Right, well, I'll start this one off. So basically, about the point of the hook. Right, okay. I need to remember this because honestly, this is like the only person else I could have said was double hook angling. I thought, well, send Corey a message because not Corey. Send Matt a message. I'll do an email. So I'll get a hold of him. That should work. Now, of course, it kind of has. So
Oh yeah, always
always
give the flash.
yeah.
Just found
How
those
much
victory
buck-
hooks. Dang it. Well, at least they're
How
clean.
how much of this bucktail do you give them?
Just I don't know how to explain it. Just kind of whatever feels right. Probably a little pinch about like that. Not
Right.
much at all.
Because the problem I've got with bucktail, it likes to fizzle up at the front.
Yeah, it does. If you use the base like down towards the bottom of the tail, the hairs are really hollow down here. And whenever you cinch up on them tight, they do flare out really, really wide. All the hairs that are out towards the tip of a tail, they don't flare out at all.
Okay.
See, you learn
Right.
something else new, something else that you didn't realise.
Did any of your jigs come apart, Corey? Did my jigs survive a wash cycle? That's hilarious. You send stuff to Corey to test, he puts them through the ringer.
Mine's just kind of splayed out, but I quite like that, how it's done it. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, a lot of them, whenever they flare out like that, I just run it.
I'm keeping it like that. I'm keeping it like that because that looks pretty nice.
Yeah, he said, do you want the flare or no? It kind of just depends on the look you're going for. I'm tying this one to be a bleeding shad, so it's white with the red flash. So I don't want it as flared out because I want that tail when it gets wet to suck down into a almost like a fin looking. But
Right, okay.
the flared out stuff, whenever you're in like really, if you're needing something to flare out and look really buggy, like he's got, pull down hard and it flares out on the hair towards the bottom of the tail. For like all this is deer hair that I've stacked that I flare out and then I trim it.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
they have more profile.
Now, I got this is the red one.
Oh yeah,
Right. There's the red one.
yeah. Stacking deer hair is an ordeal.
There you go.
It's like a zonker strip.
It's a zonker strip, but it's done in the shape of a mouse.
That's
I just
awesome.
didn't get a chance to put the eyes or the ears on it. But that's cute. Look at that, darling. Look at this.
Goofy.
On your phone, YouTube. Look at this thing. This is cute. We'll give her a chance to load it up, please. Oh, that's cute. I love that. Wait a
It's just
minute. She's
a weightless little, weightless little mouse.
look at that.
I'm hoping it
Cute.
gets ate on the river for a bass, a smallmouth or something.
That is cute.
Big rainbow trout will take that. Big brown trout will take that. The reason being, I'm going to tell you this.
Hunting is
There's a
such
guy
weird
that
question.
there's a guy that I know well. Unfortunately, he's in his 80s and he's in a care home, which is a shame. But he went to a fishing competition, and he was using a little fly called a yellow Sally. And he went, well, I'll put it up. What time is it there, Stuart? 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just going to say how it is. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. 2:59 in the morning. So yeah. He was using a fly called a yellow Sally or yellow owl, one of them two flies,
Right.
and he caught a 3-pound brown trout, wild brown trout in the river, and it had a mouse down its throat. The tail was actually hanging out its mouth, and the fly was the opposite side.
That's insane. Brown trout. We live in Arkansas, and the White River in North Arkansas is kind of the brown trout capital of North America.
Really?
And there's a guy that guides exclusively fly fishing at night with mice is the only thing that he throws.
Yep.
There's a little sunfish streamer.
Oh wow. Sweet.
It's got a UV resin body head.
I've got UV resins.
I'm gonna hope to this spring and summer have some like ultralight using those flies, or even take the fly rod out and catch some fish on those streamers this spring and summer. Natural state trouts of America. Yep.
I'm going for a blood red color. I got this in a chenille type of thing, so I'm just going to run with it.
Looks great. I appreciate it.
So,
Yeah, the difference in having a vise that rotates is insane. I know they're pricey, but if you can get one, you'll definitely enjoy it.
I'll see what the missus says to it.
Corey, absolutely. We need to set an actual date, and I will take, and I can be off any Friday and Saturday for sure. And we are going to go to Cedar Lake. V8. This one is like $210, something like that. It's a little over $200 vise, but it is worth it to me for the fact of I tie so much stuff. Having that rotation is worth the wait. Little bleeding shad, bucktail. Oh, Up in the Air is throwing a tournament at that time. Love the red flash. Yeah, this is a peak vise at Bass Pro is where I got this one. Up in the Air is throwing it. We're going to go to Cedar in the spring. Corey, I know March the 29th, Sophie and I are hosting a bass tournament down on a lake in South Arkansas. But any weekend before that, before the 29th, if we could catch Cedar in the spawn, that would be insane. And I'll bring my bass boat over there, Corey, and we'll have a weekend of it. That'd be a blast. Last as long as you want to use it. Oh, for sure, hunting and stuff. It's all metal. I mean, it's not nothing on it's cheap made. It's got a big marble vise, marble base on it. Yeah, bass fishing at Cedar Lake is just insane.
I'm going to hide my camera for a minute, Corey. Matt, sorry. I get mixed up with you and Thump.
Yeah.
I'm having a Hujima flapper, you know what I mean?
Oh, there you go. That's a great price. If you build a lot of jigs, I wouldn't be able to tie it all. Oh, you could do it for sure, but I'll be happy to also do it.
This is why I want to start doing jigs, is because I know Double Hook Angling does it, and I know that you do it. And I was thinking, well, maybe there's some place that people would like look at me and as a fly tyer and think, well, is there a chance to actually do jigs for you guys as a giveaway or something?
Oh, for sure. You could do them. I mean, you definitely the ones you've done tonight, they'll be great. V8 said I'm a buyer, not a tire.
Well, like I say, I mean, I'm just trying to do things that are like maybe it's something different to what you guys do. You know, everything's I'm a learner. I like to learn things. I like to study things.
Right.
I mean, I just don't throw myself into a deep end and think, well, there you go, boom.
I'm gonna put this one's for David Smith. I don't know if he's in here or not. We got 5 people, so probably not tonight. But he wanted a big red feathered bladed jig, so get out a few feathers. He said red is an awesome color for white bass whenever the white bass spawn is coming. He said that when the hybrids move up, he wants to have a little bigger equipped hook. Corey said, "You good? What happened?" Can anybody still hear me? I don't know.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'll do this last one here. But anyway, he said he wanted these red ones for the hybrids in case the hybrids move up with the white bass.
Now, somebody put up a thing the other day. What was it? I think it was Fish Head Videos. He put up a saying that there's like a hybrid fish. He doesn't know what it is, but I reckon it was between a crappie and some kind of very small bass. Or some kind of panfish that mated with it.
I don't know. I missed it. I didn't see it.
Only shorts. Only shorts.
Oh, it's on a short.
Yeah. He says it's a mystery fish.
Huh. Yeah, I'll go check it out and see. I got those feathers on there now.
Right, go get the water.
Surround it with some white bucktail.
It's on the table, my daddy.
That is some size of hook. Wow.
Yeah, that's a 4-aught bass hook, so it's a big one.
I mean, I've got 6-0s that I use. Well, I've started to use. They were actually meant to be for me sea fishing, but I mean, people like that. It's like I've taken an idea of like how you guys would fish for bass.
Right.
So I sat one night and I decided that yeah, why not give this a try? I'll go show them to you guys once I'm finished.
Right. Yeah, that you don't have bass over there?
No.
You have pike?
It's got pike. I've caught a pike on a dry fly. A size 12 Cape McLaren dry fly.
That's crazy.
6 pound, 6 pound jack pike. On a size 12 Cape McLaren dry fly. This thing sitting on top of the water. There's used to be a TV program across here called Monica the Glen.
Right.
Well, that where it was filmed, where the house was filmed, that loch is called Loch Lagan, and that's where I caught it. Off a sandbar. That's not actually at the house itself. It's like further down the loch. It was like 5 minutes from lunch, and I decided to basically it was an eerie day. It was ADD. It was an eerie day. There was like mist coming off the hills. You could hear a pin drop. It was that quiet. Very misty, eerie situation to be in. Well, I put this dry fly on, and I just the way to start tweaking the line, just to give it a little bit of movement. Next thing is I just seen this bow wave come out of nowhere, and it was just like nosedive. I didn't even see the fish, and I was about to start hand lining this thing in, and then next thing is my line just took off from my hand, and I started just basically the rod started bouncing out my right hand, and it was just like zzz, 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 the reel just kept going. I went, "What have it got here?" Mum was like, "Says, oh, this could be a big ferrex and a big brown trout."
Right.
And then he got to the edge of the sandbar before it was like a drop off. Because if you tilt a bottle of Coca-Cola, it was like peat water. So it was like very tanned to basically straight down to like black. And he says, it could be a spawning salmon because he couldn't see it.
Right.
And then it swam past him and went, "You've caught a pike." And I went, "What?" He says, "You've caught a pike." So yeah,
Oh,
I was only about the age of 12 or something, so I took it home. I didn't know what it was. I took it home.
did you eat it or get it mounted?
I was wanting it mounted, but I couldn't because I didn't know taxidermist.
Oh
So
yeah.
it kind of got wasted, unfortunately.
Oh
I
man.
wish I got it taxidermist. I wish I got it stuffed.
Oh, will there be many Bambi blades? So I have tied 1/4 ounce ones, and they work really slow. They're a lot slower action than this one. This is a 3/8. I've also got them in 1/2 ounce, but I would like to go down like to an 1/8 ounce, but I'll have to find smaller blades because the blades are way too much. Even on the 1/4 ounce, when you start reeling fast, it has a lot of lift and it floats. Hunting and stuff. So I've spent enough time watching fishing channels. I might actually have to do some fishing this year. V8. Been watching crappie videos so much, I think I can do it. Man, you could for sure do it.
He's not.
Get all this.
He's not on his phone.
Well, how do you fish them things? Do you like use a spinning rod, like an
Yeah.
ultralight spinning rod, or do you fly fish for them?
No, yeah. You use a bait caster or a spinning rod or this is like a 3/8 ounce. It's pretty
Because I
heavy.
could cast one of them things with a fly rod.
It'd be pretty crazy, I think, on a fly rod because it would be on the back. It would spin.
I'm talking about the smaller ones. I could use on a fly rod.
Oh yeah. I don't know how you could if you could rip it in fast enough to make the blade wobble.
I'm not on about the ones with the blades. I'm just like the ones that just like straight jigging.
Yeah, 1/8 ounce. You could probably throw it out on a fly rod. You could. I probably can't. I'm not very good with my fly rod.
I mean, people laugh at me when I start saying, "Well, what size of lines do you have?" I'm like, "Well, what do you mean size of lines? I've got a 10-foot 8 weight is what I use all the time, and like that, what for trout? And like, I'm a competition angler. It's ruined me. So I
Right.
mean, as soon as I fish a hook that's in, I don't give them a chance to basically breathe.
Oh, the fish.
Yeah, yeah. So as soon as the hook that's in,
Right.
it's bad. I know it's bad, but I mean, that's the way I roll.
I mean,
As soon as its heads out the water, it's bagged.
he said, apparently you can catch crappie with your own hair. Yeah. That's what I seen, but I'm bald. Dang it. When he comes visits, are you coming to the States, Stewart?
Sure, you will need to teach us when he comes visits. I can't wait. I'm hoping to. I've got a passport, so I've got a passport to sort out and whatnot, and I'm hoping to try and basically get there.
Watch. What? Daddy, watch.
But I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something.
The even if you go to if you go up to where Bob is with anyfin,
Yep.
Corey and I are like probably 20-hour drive from Bob.
Really?
Yeah, so it's still gonna be a long ways. Save some beard hair, trim it. I'm
Right.
a barbecue guy. There you go, Jay.
You've already seen them two, right? So you've seen this red one,
Right.
and you've seen this mousy looking thing, right? Now, this is what I've been doing. This is it's like a black leech. I know that the tail is like it's like a burgundy dark claret tail, but I decided to put like an orange hothead on there, so it looks like it was actually sucking an egg.
Right.
So that's one of the things. I tied up this pink and green thing with some flash on it.
Oh yeah.
So there's one of them.
Have a good. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here, man. Hope you have a good night.
Thank you, Sam. So this is my version of a fire tiger and a fly. Is one of these.
Oh, nice.
So that's one of them. Continuing with the fire tiger, this is basically a hackled body with an orange head. So that's one of them done with a hackled body. This is like a, well, I don't know what kind of thing you classify this to be, but it's just a black and green, but it's something.
Oh yeah,
just something. And then I did another version with a Fritz body.
nice.
And then continuing along, here's a pinkish thing, just a pink, whatever's. So it's like a candy cane fly type of thing. So there's a candy stick or candy cane. This is like a shrimp, what I classify as a shrimp. Just hackles. So that's just basically pink hackle.
That's a big hook there, huh?
It's meant to be a 6-0, but
yeah,
that's what that is. Just a shrimpy pattern. This was my very first attempt at a fire tiger. I'll show you this one. This was my very first attempt.
Nice.
It was right. It said, "Oh, can you tie a fire tiger? What the scruff is one of them?" Until I googled it. I actually googled it after I made it. There's another version of it. There's another version of it.
Oh yeah.
That's without any flash. Let's say this is you got one of these ones. That's with a hackled body. That's a hackled body. Green tail, orange head. So it's like, well, that's something else. And then this was my very first fly on one of these things. Now, people look at me with side heads. Hi, Stacey. Look at this thing.
Oh yeah.
This would take a pike any day, any day of the week.
Nice.
So there's a one of them ones. So I started experimenting with hackles. So this is it.
Oh yeah.
Yellow tail, different color hackles. So there's a yellow-tailed version. And then I decided to make something similar, but this one, if the way it looks like a big version of a yellow dancer. This is all done with hackles, a white tail. That's a yellow dancer version. And then I made a baby pink version with the tail.
Whoa.
That's wild. Those are huge, yeah.
So I mean, I can tie flies.
Right.
Oh, Bob's got a box.
I
Joe's
mean,
got a box, and so's Bob.
Bob's got a box of flies belonging to me. I tied them up for him. So I gave Bob a box. I gave Joan a box, and I gave Bulk, who is in Australia, a box. So I mean, I've got flies in America. I've got flies in Australia, and I've got a box of flies I've given to somebody in Scotland. So
That's so awesome.
I'm not doing too bad that way.
I like the bigger stuff.
Hello, Wendy Lee. I'd rather have a barbecue than fish. Hunting stuff. You sound like a barbecue crappie. 92 barbecue crappie. That's something that he would say. How's you, Wendy Lee?
There's that bladed, or it's not bladed yet, but it will be.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh man. That's the biz.
You can't
Wow.
see the collar, 2 red stripes that run around it.
Wow. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Showboating. Can't beat hot grease and cornmeal. When does a fly become a jig? To me, it's weight.
See, I'll tell you something. I'll show you something, right? If you
Those dweller knows.
If you give me a minute, I'll show you the difference, right? Now, what that way, what Matt's showing you is jigs, right? Now, this is where I'm going to show you something. I'm going to take this I'm going to take this thing out the vise, right? I'll show you the difference, what we do across here, because we don't use jigs, right? Because we've got nothing to jig for, apart from grayling, which are very small hooks that you put a weighted head onto it. But I will show you my version and then you can take it from there, right? So I tend to use I try and use a short shank special, but I don't have any of them at the moment. It's a full and mill fly, it's a full and mill hook that I use, and it's usually a size 6. But what I'll show you is what I classify as a hothead, right? So if you guys give me a minute, right?
What's up, Jake? Man, I'm glad your
So-
jigs made. Did they get tangled up in the mail? I get concerned about the streamers and stuff like getting tangled up.
What?
So
I'm glad you got.
here. Sorry, you go, Matt.
What's up, Fishing Fever?
Right, so there's the hook. Inside
Okay.
this one is a little bead.
Right.
So what I do is I basically put the bead on the hook like so. So this is basically the weight,
Right.
right? So I'll show you my version of this hot-headed fly thing that's all right. I can slip all at once. I'll show you my version, and then this is where Corey has said, when does a fly become a jig?
Everything looked good. Awesome.
What Matt's saying, it definitely does do with weight. I mean, it does boil down to weight. But the thing is, I can use this on a fly rod. I can use all the ones around me on a fly rod because they are heavy, but they're not excessive heavy. It's not like I can throw out what do you call it?
All right, Jake. Thanks for stopping by, man.
What?
My phone keeps freezing. I don't like it because I can't keep up with chat.
Fly rod probably going to be used fluorocarbon so that it sinks, depending on what kind of one. But
Fluorocarbon, definitely. Hands down, fluoro.
is that even for dry flies that you're wanting to float to, or would you use mono for that?
I still use fluoro.
There's the finished bladed jig. Paint the blade red.
Fishing fever. Hello, Stuart. Is Mrs. Brown's Boys actually a big show over there Wendy and I watch it religiously. It is. It's based in Ireland. I can't remember what part of Ireland, but it's definitely in there. Sorry, I'm just trying to like get up the chat now, so it's like.
Thank you.
See you there, Jake. If you're going, I think he's left. Oops. But never used fluoro. Couldn't keep it on my reel right. Fluoro is only meant to be used as a leader or basically what you try and put your hook length to whatever you're going to be using. Especially if I'm fly fishing, it's a must. As long as the fish can see the fly and not the line, they don't get line spooked. They just hammer at it. So, to me, it's easier to use.
What's up, Wild Finn? How you doing, man? Welcome in.
Hello, Welfin.
I'm gonna hop off here, Stewart. As soon as I get this one sealed up, I'm gonna get off here and get ready
No
for bed.
worries. No worries. Thank you for having me.
For sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. Glad you come up and we got to tie a few things together.
Well, at least you show me what to do now. So yeah, definitely. Thank you for the help. But I'm going to quickly show you what I do with this thing. So I'm going to try and speed up a little bit.
Oh yeah, by putting that bead on there for the head.
Yeah, I'm going to show you the full fly once it's done, because
What
honestly,
knot?
it does not take long.
For your leader, do you do like a double uni knot for your?
Watch, Daddy, watch. Daddy, watch.
What kind of knots do you use for leader? I use if I'm from a fly line, what I do is I fold. You get a loop. There's a thing
Thanks.
called a braided loop, or it's a welded loop. Fold the line over, and then basically you have a loop, and then what you do is you just basically make a loop again, and then feed the tag line through 3 times, put it through pull it tight, and then what you do is you put the braided loop or the welded loop through the hole of your leader, and then just basically feed the line through, and then it should just look like a connecting loop. Then from there, I do, especially if I'm using droppers, I usually fish with 2 flies. I'm hoping that Wendy's going to let me go fishing on Friday or Saturday, and I'll show you my setup. I'll show you the full thing from start to finish.
That's crazy. All right, Jay. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in tonight, man. Hanging out with us.
Thank you very much, guys. Honestly, much appreciated.
I had a guy order some 1/4 ounce. These are huge 1/4 ounce.
Whoa. Well, I would struggle to cast that with a fly rod. I'm saying that now. I'd struggle to cast that one. Compared
to the normal, like what Corey likes to use, that's a 1/64 ounce. Look at the size difference. It's insane.
That's asking for trouble. But then again, if you guys are using them on a 7-foot ultralight rod, then I can understand where you're coming from. I mean, yeah, I'm not stupid. I understand that, but I mean, Jenks, Crevens, help my boat.
Let's not play with the scissors, buddy.
You'd have blown it.
Deal is a stinker for sure. That would be awesome doing native beads, Corey. That would be super cool. Buzz, do you like 321 for ribs? I had 2 1/4 ounce heads, so it looks like that's what hit the floor.
just watch your feet.
Yeah, definitely. I don't see it, so that's got to be what hit the floor.
Look at it.
You dangle them both. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up? Up in the air, Ron. How you doing, man?
Oh, dear me. This thing keeps coming off again.
Have to run, pee some fish grease. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here too, I believe.
Is Aaron in chat, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Hi, Aaron. You'd be like, Stewie, what are you doing up there? I'm like, nah, I've asked for some help. I've had to seek some professional advice.
All right. Thank you, Corey, sharing out our link. He's hollering at Bob.
When do you fancy doing this again at some point, Matt?
Definitely, yeah. I don't pay for StreamYard. This is the first time I've ever used it, really. I created an account like a year ago to join somebody's live one time, but I always just go live off of YouTube because I like to have the ability to like flip my cameras around and zoom in and stuff. Yeah. I don't know how to even.
You can tap your solo layout. You can tap that. If you tap on your photo or your picture, you tap it, says solo layout, and you brings yourself up. There you go.
Oh yeah.
You can also do the same with me as well.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. So yeah.
Huh. Oh, nice. There's the banner thing.
Oh wow. Didn't even know there was such a thing. Now you're learning something I didn't even know.
That's wild. I need to come in here and make some banners when I'm
I wonder
offline.
what Aaron's up to. I wonder what Aaron's up to.
Look.
Oh, cool.
A car.
Let's see comments. That's pretty cool.
I'm scared. Maybe we can go get Dad. No, we are great. Great Key is with us. You're right. Let's go check it out.
Wow.
I'm gonna put some varnish on this, and then that's been done. I'm going to show you this. So basically, the head end of this is going to sink first.
Background music play.
I didn't even know this.
Just to like funny. Matt, get the tying. I know fish in the Mid-South. My bad, man. I'm messing around with StreamYard. I've never been on here, so pretty wild. Probably get copyright claimed.
No, that if it's off a StreamYard, it won't copyright claim nothing. It's not like you're playing the Eagles.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Don Henley will be chasing everybody to play his stuff. Like, found that out when I did a private stream on YouTube. Boom! Like, copyright to Blaze went. Who did it? Who's the culprit? And I went, all right, here we go. Don Henley, of course.
Get copyrighted hard then.
Oh man, I had a red dot. Even though it wasn't even it was a private live. It wasn't even live. It was just like who I wanted to have in there. Boom. Like, oops. Oh
Darn
well.
it.
Now, if Corey's still here,
I don't think he is.
well, there you. This is basically all your weight is there, and that's my killer fly.
Nice. But it's a
This
weighted.
is the thing. This is the thing that I came up with, and of course, it was like invented before I was even probably thought of.
Right.
But I tell you one thing, rainbow trout just love this.
How big are the rainbow trout over there? Because
Well, depending on the rearing ponds, right? If you, I think you spend most of the time on YouTube, Matt. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I watch a lot.
Right. Go back. I'll take you back in time, right? Not too far back, but I'll take you back to the 90s. Yeah, mid 80s to the early 90s, right? There's a DVD that came out with professional fishermen that actually fished for England.
Okay.
Some of them are alive. Some of them have sadly passed on to the pastures new to the other side of the grave type of thing. But
Hey, Pepple.
what you do is you
Daddy, look. Look.
I think it's there's 3 DVDs. They all come from like the same thing. If you give me a chance to post one of the links, I'll find it because I've got it saved on one of my YouTube bits. If you don't mind,
Yeah, for sure.
I'll try and keep this short and sweet for you because let's say that's that part done. So I'm just waiting for this to go, and I'll show you the link. Da, da, da. Well, water, fly fishing.
Look. Look. Look.
Oh, buddy, that's cool.
I'll show it to mommy.
Fish in the Mid-South, welcome in, too, by the way. I don't know if I said anything to you. Papa, welcome in.
Welcome in.
Just about to get off here. I
Hi guys.
tie this last jig, and then I'm done. Matt, Stewart, Papa. Hey, what's up, Travis? Welcome in, man.
Is anyone? I can't see chat because I'm trying to get somebody a link. Oh, hello, Big Malone. Hello, Papa. Yeah, welcome in, guys. Still water, fly. I mean, this is like going back way behind. Oh, sorry, what was that, Matt? Sorry, I'm in a world of my own. I'm in a world of my own. Oh wow!
Just a little bucktail.
Yep. See that colour there? That's good for big brownies across here. I mean, our biggest fish. I mean, it was a 30-pound rainbow caught, but I was like I said, it's been force fed in a fish farm. It was actually caught by a guy across here. It was like 30 pounds. He hardly had his 2 rainbows, which only were like £4 for his bag. So when he caught this monster rainbow, he had to put it back because he already kept his limit. But our trout can vary from a normal £2 table size trout. So the £2 is like it's 1 kilo. So like if you talk like kilo fish, so kilo fish like 2.2 ounces. So anywhere between that to 25 plus. So it depends on how much you pay for them. I mean, we have got monster brown trout. We've got monster rainbows that have been fed inside. Oh wow!
I think
That's a blue.
the powder
I'm
blue.
messing with that.
That is a blue.
That is blue.
I think that was the blue he was talking about. Because I've got other blue, but it's this is like a sapphire blue, and it's got a bunch of like sparkle and stuff in it, flake.
Oh wow! So how do you make them then?
It's just a powder coat powder that I buy. And I
So
paint.
I think you've got to use a. I think you've got to use a lead mold for them.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the tail I'm talking about, Travis. I like that cut tail color.
Okay. Wow. That's beautiful.
It would look good paired up with like that this chenille to make like some crappie jigs.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is something.
Mm-hmm. The light blue and the dark blue.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna hop off here, Stewart. If you find
I'll
that,
send you the links in an email
yeah,
because I
there you
will
go.
find it. I'll send them in an email to you.
That sounds good.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you, guys. Thank you very much, Matt, for having me.
For sure. Thank you so much for being here.
That's all right. Thank you.
That and yellow chartreuse and Los Angeles chartreuse.
Oh yeah, there you
Right.
go. Yeah, I've got to get on the Super Bowl, man. I got to make some like red and white or red and yellow or whatever. 49ers and Chiefs. So I got to come up with some
49ers and cheese.
yeah. I'm gonna make like some Super Bowl themed of our bladed jigs.
Oh wow.
Well, that's what I suggested to you to do.
Well, yeah. Wendy suggested for me to try and like make up some American style themed bits and pieces. So I'm going to start trying to do something like that.
Yeah, I've got like the red, white, and blue.
Yep.
It was like our, U.S. flag colors.
Yep.
Even the heads painted red, white, and blue.
Wow.
That's what I suggest, like similar to what I suggested for you to do.
I mean, I'll try and come up with some suggestions and see what happens because
Red, white, and gold. Yeah,
every bit's different.
definitely. Red, white, red, gold. Yeah, I'll come up with some stuff and then tie them up. Be pretty cool. But anywho, it's
Right.
9:44 here. I know it's like 3:44 there. So
Well, it's just gone 3:45 in the morning.
yeah, that's insane.
I'd rather work off an American time zone so I can keep up with you guys.
There you go. I have to be up at 5 a.m. So
Right. Well, out of here. Bye, guys.
all right. Good night, Stewart. Thank
Sweet
you.
dreams. Thank you, Matt. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye, Matt.
Bye. Thank y'all. And thank everybody in chat too. Thank y'all for all being here tonight. And I'm gonna get off here and try to figure out how to end this on StreamYard. It's new, so anywho, hope you all enjoyed it. It was fun, and we'll catch you all Friday night, Saturday night for sure. Catch you all live. See you all later.